actions you'll take to address the costly consequences of illegal immigration while preserving the rights of those who seek to immigrate legally.
All right, Senator Santorum, let's take that question. But also in the course of that question, express your opinion on what we heard from Governor Romney, that self-deportation or illegal immigrants leaving the country voluntarily is a possible solution.
Well, the possible solution is, I actually agree with Governor Romney. The bottom line is that we need to enforce the laws in this country. We are a country of laws. People come to this country. My grandfather came to this country because he wanted to come to a country that respected him. And a country that respects you is a country that lives by the laws that they have. And the first act when to come to this country is to disobey a law. It's not a particularly welcome way to enter this country. What I've said is from the very beginning that we have to have a country that not only do you respect the law when you come here, but respect the law when you stay here. And people who have come to this country illegally have broken the law repeatedly. If you're here, unless you are here in a trust fund, you've been working illegally. You've probably stolen someone's Social Security number illegally. And so it's not just one thing that you've done wrong. You've done a lot of things wrong. And as a result of that, I believe that people should not be able to stay here. And so I think we need to enforce the law at the border, secure the border. Secondly, we need to have employer enforcement, which means E-Verify. And then we need to have not only employer sanction, but we have to have people who are found who are working here illegally. They need to be deported. That is, again, the principle of having a rule of law and living by it. I am very much in favor of immigration. I'm not someone, my dad came to this country, and I'm someone who believes that we need immigration. We are not replacing ourselves. We need not only immigration to keep our population going, but we need immigration because immigrants bring a vitality and a love of this country that infuses this country with great energy. And so I support legal immigration, but we need to enforce the law. And in fact, if you don't create an opportunity for people to work, they will leave because they can't afford to stay here.
Speaker Gingrich, you've suggested that self-deportation, as advocated by Governor Romney, is, in your words, an Obama-level fantasy. Why?
Well, look, I think that, first of all, you should control the border, which I have pledged to do by January 1 of 2014. You should fix legal immigration in terms of visas so people can come and go easily, more easily than doing it illegally. You should also make deportation easier, so when you deport people who shouldn't be here, MS-13 gang members, for example, it should be very quick and very clear. You should have a guest worker program, probably run by American Express, Visa, or MasterCard, so they minimize fraud, which the federal government won't do. And you should have much stronger employer penalties at that point because you can validate it. I actually agree that self-deportation will occur if you're single, if you've only been here a short time. And if there are millions of people who, faced with that, would go back home, file for a guest worker program, and might or might not come back. The one group I singled out were people who have been here a very long time, who are married, who may well have children and grandchildren. And I would just suggest that grandmothers or grandfathers aren't likely to self-deport. And then you've got a question. I offered a proposal, a citizen panel, to review whether or not somebody who'd been here a very long time, who had family, and who had an American family willing to sponsor them, should be allowed to get residency, but not citizenship, so that they would be able to stay within the law, but would not have any chance of becoming a citizen unless they went back home. I don't think grandmothers and grandfathers will self-deport.
Governor Romney, the few times, and I think it was only once, that they experienced